All right. Part two of today's recap. I talked about it earlier today. Got a little bit more time before the football games come on, or the football game, should I say. And once that comes on, I'm definitely going to hop off. Um, Let me see. Come on, man. This thing's acting stupid. Like, let me switch the freaking channel. Switch accounts. All right. Just want to see how it looks on other um, my other account. All right, there we go. I think I'm live. Oh, that's there we go. All right, I'm live. All right, turn this down. All right, cool. All right, so what I didn't do is I didn't go through like my major watch list. I took a position in this aftermarket. I'll cut it if it gets below the EMA. I think that's the 9. Kind of like this inside there. I kind of like how it got brought up. It kind of undercut the. Um, well, I wouldn't say undercut it, but kind of pulled back into the EMA. I'm sorry, to the SMA 200 here, and I kind of like this pullback here. I'm gonna risk down below the EMA 9, and I think I can get a move on this. So I took a little position on this. We'll see what happens. Your blah blah has increased. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's kind of rejecting here at the 50. I do keep that in mind, but I don't know. I like the risk to reward here. Definitely if I can get back up into 550 or so. We'll see what happens. Again, I'll cut it without a fucking thought if it gets back below here. I have a stop at like 376 or so. But yeah. All right, let's talk about the market again. I'm just gonna go through my master watch list. What I like. Looking here at open door, open no. Nothing really here, honestly. Nothing that I would want to trade. Um, you kind of got like that little trend line. It's just not there. ASST. I have some shares in this. Not really. I'm just playing the price, honestly. Um, I think this can go higher. That's all I have to it. I got like 500 shares. I got like $500 into it. So if it gets bad and it gets below these lows, then I'll just cut it. But I think I can get an outsized move on this. But I need Bitcoin to act right, which it has not. QCOM. You kind of see how like I have this on radar, but these aren't like really on radar anymore. I mean this right here. I mean it kind of got a breakout. I mean nothing. And I have this little, this blocking this wick on this candle here. It's kind of just give it a better look. Um, I don't know what I really see on that. I don't really know what I see on a lot of things because things are not like above, moving averages that I typically like to play. Amazon. Yeah, I mean I don't trade Amazon. I own it. I will definitely want to see how this pulls back after this gap. If you want to kind of hold here, it's kind of lying at like 309, and I love to see how it acts there. Um, let's go ahead and set an alert there. See if this can kind of pull back a little bit. PLTR. Honestly, again, don't really see anything ideal that I would want to play. Like seeing this candle up here on LLY on Lily, I mean, I can kind of give you conviction to take that trade to the downside. I mean, of course, it didn't work here, but again, like seeing this at the top of a trend, like that type of candle structure, um, it's kind of indecision. And it breaks, retests that low, and goes. You don't need many shares to get a move on that. You don't need 100 shares. Meta inside day, black above the EMA 9 and 20, still below the 50 and 200. Oracle, really a turd. Really, this doesn't look good. I mean, it's just if you look at your big stocks, like they're still below the moving average. That's why I think it's a little tricky out there for a lot of people to say like I'm not too sure what I like about this market. Again, I was able to take this short. I know like this 430 location from Friday was a little tough. Like up here to like 433 or something. I watched it kind of peel back, and it kind of did the same thing today. And again, you got this 50-day right over top of it. So I think a lot of people are wondering like, all right, let's get over this 50, and then we can kind of get moving. I did have like a little idea of like this pulling back into the EMAs and kind of springing off those for that next test of the 50, and I think that's the one that blows through the 50. But a pullback and a hold here, between 419 or so and 422 as of today, is kind of what I want to see on Tesla. Again, I did take it short today. Again, more of a day trade. Somewhere after this candle here is where I got short. I don't know why it doesn't show. Let me see if I do this real fast. Doesn't show the go here on the 5-minute. Again, like you kind of, this is Friday's action, and let me do this. Let me turn on pre-market real fast. That's where you get this trend line from. This trend line was kind of being respected from the lows, I want to say. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I mean, this trend line goes back until pretty much the bottom from 382. And we kind of broke that, finally, this morning, right, pre-market. And we kind of came back into that 433, like I said, up in here. You see it's kind of like the sellers just step in really hard there. And I don't know why I had this 430.78. Looked like it was this right here, but we kind of rejected right in there. And that's why it's good to kind of like have your levels marked out. To see how stocks respond there. I mean, it's a good risk to reward. 430, 43. If you got it right here, stop over here or stop over there, or move down like $4 or $5. But yeah, I think I got in somewhere around this candle. Right below this low, like 429, like 88 or so, and I got a nice move on that. All right, let's go back real fast. Let's go check out some things. Hit the daily real quick. Hit the daily. I'm not here for a long time. I just wanted to just go through my master watch list. I'm not really scanning for stocks. No, this trend line is still respective, right? The reason why I'm targeting short up here is because it's right here near the 50. You can get a nice reaction up there. That's really it. So keep it simple. ARKK. I mean, this is another one. Like, I mean, things aren't at levels or at spots, right? Ideal locations where like you really want to get aggressive long if you're trading with the moving averages. Bitcoin has a chance to make a higher low here. But that's just a nasty ass sell, over the weekend or for today. Just continue to go through. Dow Jones back above the EMAs, which is good. So that's industrials, and this is that's industrials as well. Where's my transportation? Don't see it. Here's your transportation. Back. Look, I want to say I think these are all-time highs. Nope, these are not all-time highs. Back above this chop from July. I mean, this thing has been directional. I mean, no direction really on that. Let's keep it going. GLD.
Chris,
Nothing going. What's up? Making a video.
I wanted to get some dinner. Did you make a plate for yourself?
No, I have not. Can you make mine?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sitting here. What else is next? Nasdaq. No. QQQ. Inside day. Still got this bearish gap here. To where that's all we have. 430. That's like 17 points away. It did break this to the only thing I have a problem with, and I think some people will probably say this eventually if this is the case, is that we are potentially putting in a lower high, but really like that doesn't get validated until you get back below 581. That's a far way to go, considering where price is at right now. That's 6%. I think that's like a catalyst type of move. I think what happens is you look maybe some sideways action, or if we do pull back, we kind of pull back into these moving averages right here, which is kind of intertwined right now. You got the 9 and the 20 about to cross over with the 50 right there as support. And that can kind of be like what we call a launch pad. And that will look good, honestly, if it kind of, you get something like this, I would say. All right, say if you get another candle, maybe another candle. I don't know why I did that. All right, say if you get another candle like that. And let these moving averages kind of catch up and kind of give you that launch pad and kind of set up like little tight price action like that. And that'll be nice for a move back up to this, this bear gap. But right now, I mean, the trade I think that was easier to take was that we gapped down and we came right into this red to green spot. I mentioned that, right there, you kind of put in that double top right there, red to green spot. Both of those ended up being 2-to-1 risk to reward type of trades, and this one really turned out really well if you took that even down into VWAP, right? You just cut it right at VWAP, it's fully out. That was a pretty goddamn good trade, I think. Just looking at price action and going with the flow, man. I already looked at that. What's QQQE? So QQQE is your equal weighted Nasdaq, right? So all the stocks in here are equally weighted. Very similar to QQQ. We go look at RSP real fast. RSP looks a little different than SPY, I would say, but again, I don't trade that. I mean, this thing is starting to stack some gaps, showing some weakness. It could be a situation where people that took this burst, they start to sell out at 51.50 or so. Maybe you can get a gap fill down at 51.26 or something like that. But we are starting to stack gaps, right? We gapped up once, gapped up twice, gapped up three. Probably was an opportunity to get short intraday. Probably through VWAP. No, I got smoked. I mean, you could get a move, but not the best. And how that 15-minute looks, though. This can't be the best 15-minute look. It's not a blow off. Yeah, don't really see anything there, honestly. I would rather continue to kind of go higher, knock out some more shorts. But if it wants to fade, I'm there for the fade, baby. Gold inside there. Let's go look at GLD specifically. This thing's been turning a little higher since it kind of had this pullback here. It looked like I had a level here, 387. I don't know when I played that, but we kind of tapped that spot specifically. IWM down 1.5%. Kind of nasty daily candle right there. Yeah, like I said, I just don't think we're fully out of the woodworks yet. Even though the moving averages look good, you look at some of your big tech stocks, they're still not at areas in terms of a moving average trading strategy that you really want to get aggressive. I just don't see it, honestly. Dixie, I'm not really a tracker of Dixie. Not really a tracker age. I might get rid of these shits, honestly. Oil's in a downtrend, which is funny that cruise in a downtrend, but OHI, this thing fucking is moving. It's how is this moving? Well, you got oil. I mean, this is crude, and I probably need to get rid of this. This is delayed. But just look at that downtrend. It's totally weird. It throws me off. That's why I haven't really been looking at oil. Considering that. What's up, man? We got one person in here. What's going on, man? Lady, woman, man, child. Not sure who it is, but I'm not gonna be here long. I'm just going through my master watch list I kind of built with different sectors. Just looking at some things. I do like to trade the things that I trade. I kind of just know them already. You ask me what the price is, I can tell you what the price is, or at least be very, very close to the current price, because I just monitor them so much. kind of helped me keep an idea on them. But yeah, I mean, I'm just not a big fan of it. All right, so looking at Rare Earth, I'm still in ALAB. I say ALAB. I get this mixed up with ALAB, but ALB. I took my trim today, right in the morning around like 1:32 or something like that. I posted in my Substack. Took a good trim there, and like this trade is damn near like it's pretty much a free trade. It's a free investment at this point. You know, I got in around 64, and it's at 128. So, one of those things where like it's a good trade overall. I don't know what the hell my kids are up there doing, but they are fucking stomping. Looking at this, you know, I still was liking this CCJ, and I still kind of do like this look. Kind of reminds me of Tilio a little bit. Let me go look at like Tilio. I like TDLO, I think it is. TWLO. Kind of reminds me of like this little pattern that it has here, and it has this bear gap right above it. And it did break out. I want to say like CCJ, I want to keep my eyes on this, and I do have an alert at 90. I will take it through 90. Honestly, I'll probably add another alert to see if we can break these highs. Something like that, and then risk down, you know, right here, maybe like a $2 risk back below here, see if we can get moved back up. So that's really what I got there. Meaning these rare earths are, I don't know, they're starting to get my interest. You know, I like when everyone else is not really looking at it. I know someone's looking at this CRS. I don't like the spread on it. When I looked at it again, it was like the bid and ask is like, it's damn near $1. And so you have to definitely size accordingly. You can't go and slap 100 shares of that shit, or at least I can't. It'll just fuck with me psychologically. Again, not really a lot that I'm seeing. Just across, you know, stocks. Honestly, got any questions? Throw them in the chat. You know, hopefully you get to it soon, because I'm about to watch the Giants and the Patriots play. And I'm about to eat me some, I made some pasta tonight. Say like this MP, like the fuck. You know, sitting here fucking around below these movement averages. RBLX. It's just hard for me to get past that. A lot of these are just not in ideal locations that I really want to trade them at. I say you watch this at the 50. I kind of had this little bear pennant, bear flag. You know, a lot of people call them the same thing. Nothing really here. I think if you turn on a line chart, you'll see a little bit more better. I honestly know, but I mean, if you want to get a reaction here at the 50, I mean that's where people will probably battle it out at, man. You know, that's how I think of it. You know, there's a chance this is a battleground, right? That's the battleground right there. This is the Battle of Trenton, right? Battle of Gettysburg, right? This is a battleground right here into the 50 at 250 in this location. Unity, me and Unity, I do not have Unity with trading Unity. I did long it probably somewhere back here for a nice little trade, but I wish I would just held on to it. But sometimes you can get into your trades, and next thing you know, man, those trades could have been fucking investments. So if you had a bigger picture. Yeah, I mean, like, let's be honest, not the best, like, not the best looking stocks, you know, not the best looking stocks. This Jacob Solution flag right back into the 200. You know, probably go back and test down to 122 or so. This 3M is kind of tight here, I would say that, but you know, I'm not a breakout guy. Not really a fan of taking breakouts, honestly. I'll do it intraday. I mean, but I'm not too big of a fan. Like this one right here, rejecting at the 100-day. But I don't really trade off the 100. Just have it up there because I noticed the market held there. Looking at some lemonade, doesn't look too bad. Root looks horrible. Maple Bear to the 200 and 100 day. eBay, I wouldn't mind taking this down. Through the 200. Etsy, this nasty. GLB. Melly. Yeah, it's that's just not a lot. Hold up. What's this doing? Oh damn. Shop is down 5%. But hey, they said what? They said we had good retail numbers or some shit. I think we said. I'm still in MSOS malls. I just have longer term conviction on it. That if that story changes, it's just it's a situation where that's that whole sector has to be repriced. You're looking at $15-$20 in a bat of an eye, and everyone's gonna fucking chase it because they don't want to miss out because they know how fast that fucking sector can move. Just saying, they said retail numbers were good, right? Or Black Friday numbers were good, and then shit gaps down 4%. Oh shit! I tell you. So man, who keep hopping in the live, man? Announce yourself. I'm just here, just going through my watch list real fast. I did have these on Target right here. Didn't reject where I want, but I think I had an alert on MA on MasterCard. I swear I had an alert on this. I didn't take it, but I think, yeah. I know I swore I got an alert on MA. Yeah, see, I had an alert. Right below here. You got like a nice little move, $2 move. I don't need much if you position correctly. I don't know. Are they lying about those block rejected at the 200. All right, down into my travel. Again, it's just doesn't look good. I mean, let's just be honest. And you can take stabs at some things, see if we get a move. Expedia doesn't look bad. Didn't take out that Thursday's candle that every other stock has seemed to taken out. Marriott, Viking. I still think this is a short. Oh, it's not this one. It's Royal Caribbean. This is the one I think is a potential short. I feel like I gotta set alerts. Just set alerts on this. So I can just keep checking in on it. Even back into like 270 is good. Like just to watch it. Thanks whoever picked. I forgot someone in my Discord on it, man. They talked about this draft can. I just grabbed it like 2650. I forgot what. Nothing crazy. I did peel some off already because I was already up like 25% or so. I think from 26. But it's something about, I think like they now affiliate with ESPN, and they not only did they maintain their guidance, they raised it, and I think the street is kind of rewarding them for that. For that, like, okay, you're gonna raise guidance, all right, we'll pump your stock. You know that next quarter come, if you don't fucking hit that number, they're gonna fucking sell the shit out that stock. You know? Trump administration to take equity in who? What fucking stock? What's the stock? You know, I traded this one before. I want to say I had an upgrade that came out today. Yeah, Goldman Sachs added it to his conviction buy. Yeah, nice little fucking sell. You sell that, fucking sell into that news. As you start to trade more and more and more, you just become more experienced with like the fluff of the markets. The fluff. Yeah, I think that Kavia, I'm not going to go back to it, but if you want to hold that long term, I mean, that's a good price to hold. Not trading the charts. You're just buying a good business at good prices. I think they do like Tylenol or Band-Aids, I forget. Goddamn. So A&F, Abercrombie and Fitch is on some squeeze shit again, it looks like. Let's go type in AEO as well here. Let me add this here. Yeah, you got AEO moving right along with it. We used to shop in these joints in like the early 2000s. I guess the quarter zip boys are keeping these stocks alive. Still in FMC. I still like the way this looks still. Nice undercut of the 200 got brought up. I got in at 750 again. I peeled out. I think I exited under the 200 on my last shares that I had from 650, and then I got back in at 750. See if I can run this higher. I might need to add it on a red day, honestly. I think I want to add to it. Take a look at some home builders. Home builders kind of broke this downtrend. You know, 2 inside days now, pretty much. Not something I'm really too interested in. I still got my look on Wayfair. You know, see if I want to retest this this base that it broke out from 90. If I want to come here and test this area, now that's where where's my alert? Must have deleted the line. Just want to watch that. It's a hell of a base and break. And that's the power of a monthly chart. Yeah, but again, it's just it's not. I mean, yeah, it's just not the best type of stocks. Like there isn't a shit ton of good setups that you just want to hit. At least for me, I think a lot of people are probably trading, you know, towards the tail end of their playbook on some things. If you're really trying to get long, like me, like when I traded, you know, that Tesla, I'm like, well, it's holding the trend line, longer term trend line from April. Like, that's towards like the fucking tail end of my playbook. Sprouts, Target. Yeah, yeah, man. And it's not the ideal stocks that you typically want to look for. Still in Sweet Green, longer term play. But I do shit like that, cause like I bought toast at like 16.50 and it's totally sold out around like $30. But I bought that shit when nobody wanted it, like down here, and no one wanted it down here. But it was a good price to buy it at, considering its business, and I probably should still be, probably should still have shares, honestly. But I just totally sold out of it. I mean, I was saying something about like restaurants and everything. Ever since that Trump tweet about cutting tariffs on some food, some of these restaurants have kind of turned a little bit. I'm not even gonna check this shit. I don't trade Crocs, Deckers. I mean, a lot of reversal patterns in the market, I guess you can say. But it's just not a shit ton of buyable things. Let's be honest. I'm still in this Zim. I ain't gonna check it today. That's the thing. I like having like stocks I want to just like own. Having them in different accounts so I don't fucking look at them. Like my Uber. I haven't looked at my Uber in a while. Probably should add to it. But yeah, I'm getting to the tail end of my master watch list, and yeah, it's just yeah, this is pretty much the end of it. There's still not a bunch of good. There's just it's still not a bunch of good setups. Like, did I skip over some shit? Maybe I skipped over. Did I skip over like I had to skip over some shit, yeah. Yeah, cause I remember going through these. Let's go back up. Yeah, I don't remember looking at these. Alright, Cypher had a gap down. Did get brought up, put in a higher low. Like 19, really's your spot. BE, I did short BE today. That was a good short. I don't know what a lot of people are seeing. I really just like to play in stocks that are near like just locations where action is at, man. It's almost like if you play like Battlefield or some shit, like those hot spots on the map that gets all the action. That's how I kind of think of trading. Like I want to be in those areas of the market, right, where there's a lot of action at, right. And if I'm on the right side, I'm happy. If I'm on the wrong side, I'm mad, just like everyone else is. But I'm just saying, like those are the ideal locations where I want to kind of like be at. It's PSEG though. This one doesn't look bad. One of those stocks that kind of hit that $100 cyclo and cannot hold. Cannot hold that 100 spot. First time it tapped it, pulled back down there with 30%. Is that 30% from 100? About 25%. I would just like some more sideways action. Like just chop this shit up, maybe. Some things. SNDK gap down. That just doesn't look good to me. I mean, WDC doesn't look bad though. STX. Nope. I need to go look at these. Let me go look at bio real fast. Let me just go IBB real quick. Did it pull back a little bit? Okay, nice little pullback on IBB. That's how I like it. This definitely need to pull back. Might gotta go find some bios, man. Get that bio land. I mean, all this shit looks nasty. Iona and Q. What time is it? 8:23. Yeah, I'm about to get off. Game about to start. There isn't like that many great setups. Like these, I don't know. I don't see just a bunch of good long setups. I see some shit that could be potential shorts. What's going on? We got another. Someone keep jumping in and out of my live session. What's up, man? Announce yourself. What was I at lately? Oh, the Z scale. This is nasty, and this has still been nasty. Check on you. I want to own this, but I don't want to own it at this price. But I do have a price I want to own this at. God damn, Data Dog. This is a double top short sale up here at this 200 spot. Another one of those stocks that could not hold a psych level. And now look at it, just shit got rough. Got this Mara here. I'm sorry, not Mara, but Micro Strategies. I wonder how many dips has been trying to get bought on this. This is pretty nasty. This is the highest volume on the year. But I mean, a hammer into like where? Oh, let me go check the monthly. Maybe a hammer into like a monthly moving average or something. Oh, and it's back here into this area. 2020. We're just traded sideways before it broke out. This is a retest of back here. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be trying to short it all the way down here. You missed out on your opportunities to get short on this. That's the thing. People see shit down like this far and they still try to like want to short it. I mean, whatever floats your boat. I mean, as long as you define your risks, right, and your risk is relatively small comparative to your reward. Aim big. I mean, aim small. Miss small. I mean, do whatever you want to do. Don't let anyone cloud your judgment on what you see. You think it's gonna go down? Trade it as if it's gonna go down. Just manage your risk. Right? You see something that someone else doesn't see, and you traded that in the past, and it worked out in your favor. See, and then this does this, but it was weird because like CSIQ was up like pretty fucking good today. Oh, it gave back the whole move. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because like whole fucking solar got smoked. Oh man. I mean, I wouldn't say smoke, but like I said, it's a nice pullback area. Maybe you want to see it kind of pull back if you're trying to get long on solar. Actually, I don't mind this. I think this is something that you continue to watch. Definitely this one here. Wonder how many people got into this run last week after it did this, and then it pulls back and does this. But look at it. It hasn't. That's the one thing about. I would say with like I have an issue with some people trading strategies, and they'll try to trade it off the moving averages when it looks like this, and it hasn't respected the moving averages. It's kind of like why does the moving average matter now and it didn't matter back here or over here or over here? Like back here you can see it's respecting the moving averages upwards. Here it's just fucking yo-yoing around, just chopping it, and that's all you're doing is playing chop. Alright. Where's my application stocks? I feel like I still haven't went through those a lot. I need to go through those, and let me go look at. I don't give a fuck about China. This damn Carvana boy. This thing know how to smoke some folks out. I don't see nothing to do there. This Rivian, I'll admit, these guys might be right on this Rivian. I mean, I personally won't trade it, cause I don't like their financials at all. I think this is a turd fucking company in terms of how much money they're burning. But some people, I don't know, man. Some people they see something in this. I don't know what they see exactly, but they see something in this. I mean, are these shallower pullbacks? I mean, this pulls back from here to here. It's about 40%, 37%. I mean, the pullbacks are getting smaller and smaller. I don't know. Me personally, I'd rather trade something else. I mean, since this earnings candle, alright, it's pulled back into the 50. That's your long right there. Everything else is a chase, in my opinion. SoFi, go check out SoFi real fast. SoFi. And to start with the daily. Check out Robinhood. I don't really have anything on Robinhood. Alright, so let me go to check out some of these tech stocks real fast. Workday. Alright, shit's getting a little slow. Twilio we already talked about. I'm still in this RSKD. I got shares in that. I probably should sell an option against that one. Still in UPath. UiPath, be specific. Oh. Look like it done chopped out on me, folks. Oh, no it didn't. Does it want to bounce or does it want to break? This can still build out. I would love for this to kind of continue to build out. Stock definitely has some relative strength compared to what the market did. But yeah, DoorDash. It's just nasty. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of. I think I've been through this. There's not a lot of great looking stocks. I mean, I'm just going through a basket. Right, I'm not looking at every stock, but I mean, these are some of the best stocks that are out there. I would say. Well, I'm pretty sure I got a good list of good stocks. And again, it just. I know people were talking about Reddit. Like, what the fuck did they like about Reddit? Oh, yeah. I like that. Yeah, it's not bad, right? Above the 200, 9 and 20 crossing, curling, 100 day, 50 day. That doesn't look bad. The 2 inside days right here, right? Breaks that. That doesn't look bad. Finish down there. That doesn't look bad. That's what I'm saying. There's not a lot of those out here. There's not a lot of these looks out here. I mean, I'm just being honest, with myself. First and foremost, with myself. Alright. It's oh yeah, with myself, I'm just being honest with myself. I just don't see a whole bunch of great setups in the market. More of just bounce type trades, not trend following type trades. I think that's where I'm getting a little, you know, a little caution on some things I see. Um, I was looking at what was it FSLOI? I remember I was in this stock at like $6, and I sold around like 9 or 8 or 10. I can't remember. It was a minute ago. This doesn't look bad. I mean, I wouldn't mind buying this over from Friday's high, but you have to have a bigger picture in mind. I would believe because if you decide to get long here, I mean, where you put your stop at? 50 cents here. I mean, back up into here, it's just not worth. Damn, I got hit right there. Because what else? I mean, let's just have a bigger picture in mind. All right, we can kind of get through this area. It's 1250. Maybe you can get a move back up into maybe 15 or so. I don't know. Probably should be in today. Yeah. Mm, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me. I was watching this G. I think it was the GE I was watching. Was it GE? Which one was it? It was a aerospace one I had on my list. GD, and down there. I thought this didn't look bad, and it does that. Jesus Christ, and it does that. So much for that fucking look. When it opens up, I had put a alright, Patriots then ran the kickback already. I had put an alert right here high day to see if this wanted to kind of reverse and give that look that it can kind of go higher. It never came back and knocked that alert out. Look at that shit. Nothing to do there, folks. Nothing to do there. I don't know. I think people will be lying to you if they said the market looks hot. It's because I mean the market. I mean the market doesn't look hot to me. It does not. It doesn't look hot. It doesn't look hot. It's just not a bunch of hot setups. So, but all right, I think that's it for me. I think I went over everything I could potentially look at, and I'm more leaning to hopefully more chop if anything. See if some things can catch up, but not a not a bunch of great looking fucking charts. Let's be honest. Yeah. All right, guys. Peace.